Adaugo, someone followed you home from the market. Followed me? Who was it? A woman wearing bright red beads? She called your name and disappeared behind the palm trees. Did she say anything before she disappeared? Tell me everything.
Night in Yumu village was never dull. Lanterns glowed warm orange, palm trees swayed gently, and the evening breeze carried the distant laughter of children. But inside the Okoro compound, the air was heavy. Adaugo sat on a wooden stool, grinding pepper slowly. Her wrapper was bright yellow with green embroidery, her skin glowing in the lantern light, but her eyes carried the weight of 10 silent years, 10 years of waiting for a child, 10 years of whispers behind her back, 10 years of fine face but empty hands. Mr. Okoro loved her deeply, but the villagers' taunts pushed him to the edge. One colorful market day, when fabrics hung like rainbows and drums echoed across the square. He returned home with another woman, Ijego. Ijego walked in with confidence, wearing a wine-colored lace wrapper, wrist full of jingling bangles, and eyes sharp like someone who always got what she wanted. Adaugo forced a smile. "Welcome, my sister." Ijego didn't smile back, she simply scanned the compound as if she owned it already. Soon after, Ijego conceived. The village celebrated her as if she were the first woman ever to carry a child. Adaugo kept quiet, her pain wrapped neatly beneath her colorful ankara. Months passed, a baby boy arrived, then a girl the following year. Ijego's power grew with each birth. She insulted Adaugo in coded ways. "You're too soft. You sleep too much." I don't blame him for marrying again. Mr. Okoro tried to keep peace, but guilt lived in his eyes every day. One bright purple dawn, Adaugo left early for the stream. The forest path was quiet, filled with sweet bird song and the smell of fresh leaves. She bent to fetch water, then froze. Someone was behind her, a woman in white wrapper with red beads around her neck. She smiled. "Adaugo, your night is ending soon." Adaugo gasped and dropped her calabash. "Who are you?" But before she could blink, the woman stepped behind a palm tree and disappeared. Adaugo ran home trembling. When she told Mr. Okoro, he didn't believe her, but Ijego listened from behind the kitchen hob, a strange smile creeping onto her face. Later that night, Ijego whispered to an old clay pot hidden under her bed, "She has seen her sign. But it is not time yet." Thunder rumbled, even though the sky was clear. Who was the woman in beads, and why did Ijego smirk as if she already knew?
"Okoro, your second wife was seen entering the abandoned shrine." "That's a lie! Ijego will never!" Then explain why Adaugo fainted right after she touched Ijego's doorway.
The sun rose in blazing orange the next morning, lighting the village like a festival. Colorful birds hopped between trees and children chased goats along the road. Everything looked normal, too normal. Adaugo woke up weak. Her body felt heavy, like something was draining her strength at night. Her dreams were filled with strange voices calling her name. Meanwhile, Ijego moved around the compound with suspicious calm. She sang loudly in the mornings, cooked meals she wouldn't allow Adaugo to touch, and warned the children, "Don't go near Adaugo's room. She carries bad luck." The children believed her. One afternoon, Adaugo's best friend Nena stormed into the compound. Her voice shook. "Adaugo. They said Ijego was seen near the old shrine last night." Mr. Okoro frowned. "Stop this nonsense." But Nena held his gaze. She wasn't alone. Ijego stepped out of the kitchen, smiling too sweetly. "All this gossip because I'm blessed." Adaugo felt her knees weaken again. She reached for the wall to support herself, then screamed. A hot sting shot up her arm as she touched the doorway of Ijego's hut. Her skin burned like fire. Ijego's eyes widened, not in shock, but in annoyance. "TCH. You're always exaggerating." Nena grabbed Adaugo and pulled her away. "This is not ordinary." That night, the compound glowed with lanterns, but the tension was darker than ever. Mr. Okoro and Ijego argued in the big hut. "You shouldn't talk to Adaugo like that." "And what will you do? Send me away? After I gave you children?" Adaugo listened from outside. heartbreaking. She had never heard him shout like that. Unable to sleep, she walked outside into the colorful night, the moon shining bright, fireflies glowing like dancing stars. The wind smelled of hibiscus and smoke from cooking fires. Then she heard footsteps, slow, calm. Unhurried, the stranger, same woman with red beads, stepped out again, glowing under the moon. Why do you fear? The woman asked softly. Adogo stammered, who are you? I am the promise kept. I am the voice you ignored. She touched Adogo's belly lightly, warmth spread through her body. When the sun rises, your story will rise too. Before Adogo could speak, she vanished again, leaving the scent of palm wine in the air. Inside the main hut, Ajigo suddenly dropped the plate she was holding. It shattered, not out of fear, out of anger. It is too early. She hissed under her breath. What was too early? What did the bead woman awaken in Adogo?
Adaogo, your stomach. What is happening to me? Adaogo, you're carrying twins!
The next morning burst open with bright colors, pink sunrise, golden dust floating in the air, children laughing in the distance. Adogo got up with strength she hadn't felt in years. Her whole body felt alive. She walked to the stream and villagers gasped. Her skin glowed, her steps were light, and her stomach had changed. She didn't understand it herself until Mama Chinye, the herbal midwife, held her face and whispered, child. You are with child. 2. A boy and a girl. The village erupted in noise. Some shouted joy, some shouted suspicion. Ajigo shouted anger. No. Impossible. But when the midwife confirmed it again, Ajigo's face changed, her calm veneer cracked. Her breathing became uneven. That night, she stormed into the abandoned shrine, her wrapper flying behind her, her beads shaking. Inside the dusty, vibrant painted shrine, she kicked a stool and screamed, you promised me. You said as long as I gave him children, Adogo would remain empty. From the shadows, a deep voice answered, you broke your own vow, Ajigo. The same woman with red beads stepped forward, this time, older, more powerful. You tormented an innocent heart. You polluted her doorway. You mocked her tears. Ajigo fell to the ground shaking. Please. Please. Don't take everything from me. But the woman raised her hand. Whatever is built on cruelty cannot stand. As thunder cracked in the sky, the shrine's clay pot shattered. A strange wind roared out, surrounding Ajigo like a whirlwind of consequences. Back in the Okoro compound, Adogo fell into labor, bright lanterns shining, neighbors rushing in, colorful wrappers moving everywhere. She gave birth to twins, a boy and a girl, both strong. Both crying loudly. The entire village danced, even Mr. Okoro wept openly, but Ajigo never returned home. At dawn, villagers found her sitting outside the shrine, silent, shaking, empty-eyed. Her children were taken in by Mr. Okoro, but she lived the rest of her life in regret and isolation, murmuring the same sentence over and over, I should have been kind. I should have been kind. Adogo became a celebrated mother. Her story shifted from mockery to honor. Her twins grew healthy and strong, and prosperity filled her home like bright morning light. Months later, Adogo returned to the stream at sunset. The red bead woman appeared once more, but this time, she spoke clearly, I am your late mother's spirit. I waited for the right time. So your joy will not be mixed with tears. Adogo fell to her knees, crying, overwhelmed and healed. The spirit smiled, touched her cheek, and disappeared peacefully, leaving only the scent of hibiscus in the air. When jealousy leads a person to wickedness, their blessings wither. But when a heart stays kind, no matter the pain, God remembers that person in a glorious way.